Hello class, this is Mrs. Politsky, and I have notes for Chapter 10, Section 2, Brazil, for 8th grade geography. Let's get started. Number 1 and number 2. Brazil is the largest country in area and population in South America. Brazil is comparable in size to the United States and has a population of roughly 186 million people, which is a little bit smaller than the United States. But when you look at the area on this map, Brazil and the United States are very comparable when we talk about size. The first people to live in Brazil were American Indians. And number 3, the Portuguese were settlers that moved to Brazil in the 1500s because of the good climates and soils that made Brazil a large sugar-growing colony. Later settlers built cattle ranches and began mining and produced coffee. Since independence from Portugal in 1822, Brazil's economy has stayed the same, but the government has changed from being run by dictators to being run by elected officials. Number 5, people who came to Brazil from other countries like Spain and Germany, Italy, Poland, and Japan, and they brought their own traditions, hence contributing to Brazil's culture. Brazil has the largest Japanese population outside of Japan. Numbers 6, 7, and 8. The official language of Brazil is Portuguese, and we can thank the Portuguese colonists for bringing that language to this nation. But other languages like Spanish, English, and French, and Japanese, and other native languages are spoken as well. The largest population of Roman Catholics of any country in the world is located in Brazil. 70% of Brazilians are Roman Catholic. Some Brazilians practice religion that combines the beliefs of and practices of African, Indian, and Christianity called Mucamba. Brazilians celebrate Carnival, which is sometimes here in the United States known as Fat Tuesday, but is celebrated right before the season of Lent. Traditions from Europe and Africa and Brazil are evident during this celebration. Numbers 9, 10, and 11. Immigrants have influenced Brazil's food with dishes like bafada, an African seafood dish, and feijoada, which is a stew of black beans and meat, as you can see pictured below here. Number 10, Brazil's large size has created many opportunities in the country and has the largest economy for South America. Brazil has modern and wealthy areas. Unfortunately, many Brazilians are still poor. The 4 main regions geographically of Brazil are the southeast, the northeast, the interior, and the Amazon. We're going to speak about each one of these here. So we're going to start with the southeast. And Sao Paulo, which has a population of roughly 17 million people, is the largest urban area in all of South America. It is basically the 5th largest city in the world. It's also a megacity. It has a giant urban area, which is including surrounding cities and suburbs. Rio de Janeiro is Brazil's second largest city. It has a population of roughly 11 million people, and it was once the capital of Brazil from 1822 to 1960. Southeast Brazil is one of the richest regions due to industry and productive farmland, though there are large slums called favelas that exist in these cities. This is kind of a picture of that. And we've got Sao Paulo here, and we've got Rio de Janeiro down below. In the northeast, one of our other regions here, it is the poorest region in the country due to droughts and the lack of industry. Tourists are attracted to this region because of the beautiful beaches and old colonial cities that were built during the heydays of the sugar industry. Numbers 13 and 14. The interior region of Brazil is the frontier land. Many of its inhabitants make their living from agriculture. In the mid-1950s, the government officials started the process of moving Brazil's national capital to Brasilia. This was a city that kind of was just developed for the purpose of being the capital. And it is located in this region. Today, there are only about 2 million people that live in this city, but it was originally designed for about 500,000 people. The Amazon region has a port city known as Manaus. It lies about 1,000 miles from the mouth of the Amazon, or basically would be from the Atlantic coast. It is a major port and industrial city with more than 1 million residents. All right, thank you for listening.